combination gifts are just the worst. Like, the worst combination gift in history is probably when the 3 wise men went to visit Jesus, and they gave him frankincense and myrrh. Who would ever ask for frankincense and myrrh from Santa Claus? It's like, what is frankincense and myrrh? Can anyone answer me that question? It's like, is it a plant? Is it an animal? Nobody? All right, great. No, it's like, have we totally misnamed mermaids and mermen? And the fact that they are not, in fact, half people, half fish. They are, in fact, half people, half myrrh. Have I completely lost everyone in the crowd with that joke? I do believe that I have. And it's like, why would the 3 wise men go to Jesus Christ, our Savior, and give him frankincense and myrrh? It's like, this is a baby in a shack in December. It's like, you couldn't have gotten him a blanket? Anything that would have made sense? It's like, thank goodness he got gold with that stuff so he could buy a North Face or a space heater. Jesus, literally. Jesus Christ. Wise men, who called him that? You know what I'm saying? But back to combination gifts. It's kind of like if you went to like a wedding and you're like, here's your wedding gift, and here's your sorry about the divorce gift. And it's like, even though those 2 things are inevitable, it doesn't mean it's okay to give them all at once. And I'm a child of divorce. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for coming. I'm a child of divorce, and divorce, great for kids. That's a joke. You guys can laugh at that. It's okay. It's okay. And it was cool, being a child divorced in the holidays, because people would always come up to me like, oh, John, what'd you get for Christmas? It's like, oh, I got a PlayStation 1 and an N64. It's like, wow. What do those do? Can I play them those sometime? It's like, oh, well, the PlayStation 1 plays CDs, and the N64 plays cartridges. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess you could play them, but first you gotta blow this. This, of course, being my fanny pack full of N64 cartridges. Sometimes you have to blow into the cartridges to get them to work inside the N64. That was just, teaching my theoretical classmate how to do that. And I was 5 when the N64 came out. I was born in 1991. And when I was born, my parents named me, thankfully. And they named me Jonathan Edward Garbin. They wanted to give me a strong name, something that really stood out. And my dad was always like, thanks for coming, Dad. My dad was like, Jonathan, when I ever tell people about your name, it's like, oh, he's going to be a senator. It's like, I'm almost there, all right. We're doing pretty good for ourselves. But no, I was actually named after Jonathan Edwards, who was an 18th century minister, most famous for his sermon, Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God. And I know what you're thinking, John, where can I get a copy of this book? It sounds like a real tantalizing read and a great stocking stuffer. And it's like, oh, well, audience, you have a very particular taste in literature, but it basically outlines how the entire human race is destined to a life in hell because we just keep sinning. God's like super bummed. It's like, why do you have to keep watching porn? Can't you just stop for just 1 second? But yeah, I've learned to love my name. Jonathan, I think, is a good name. It looks nice on the comedy post. There was a post for this thing today, and I've been doing it for comedy for a few months now. And the worst part of comedy is obviously bombing. Bombing is definitely the worst because you go up on stage, you're like, oh, I got some great ideas, and then the ideas are like, I don't want to be in your head anymore. I'm just gonna leave. And it's like, oh, what do I do now? And it's just not a whole lot of fun. So the first time I bombed, I'm like, oh, what should I? Because I was pretty downtrodden. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I could just do something worse. Like fart into a microphone. And judging by your response, clearly I would have gotten more laughs just trying to do that than actually trying to tell jokes. And I figured, no, because nobody wants to talk into a farty microphone. That's the worst. And so I figured maybe I should just do something totally out of this world. And so I was listening to Rage Against the Machine one time, and one of their album covers is a Tibetan monk lighting himself on fire. I figured, I could pull that off. It wouldn't be that hard. But the thing is, I, not to sound vain, think that I have a pretty good face for television. I think, as our lovely host introduced us. Oh, thanks, guys. So if I turn myself into a burn victim, I don't think I would handle having a face for radio. All right. Face for radio. All right. And so then I was pretty done, so I'm like, what should I do? And then I realized, oh, well, John, that's not the worst time I've ever been in front of somebody or a group of people. That actually happened this past summer. Me and my friends and I went down to Atlanta, and every 4th of July we go down to a different baseball stadium. And one night, fish joke, called it. One night we were in Atlanta, we were coming back from a taxi, and my buddy, there's someone outside the taxi cab just screaming at the top of his lungs, "Does anybody want to buy my last 20 bag? Does anybody want to buy my last 20 bag?" And everyone in the taxi was like, yeah, we do want to buy his last 20 bag. So my buddy Ricky runs out, he runs back in, and we buy the bag of pot. And our next plan for the next day is to go to the Atlanta Aquarium. And I'm not sure what you folks know about the Atlanta Aquarium, but it's the 2nd largest aquarium in the world, 1st largest in the Western Hemisphere. And there's 10 million gallons of water in the Atlanta Aquarium. That's enough water to water slide from the moon to the earth and back 7 times. Wow. And I know what you're thinking, John, that aquarium stat sounds a bit fishy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and it's true because that is completely made up. I definitely made the water slide part up. However, they do have a whale shark in captivity. I didn't even think that was possible. I was shocked. Last time I was that shocked was when I realized that Pitch Perfect wasn't a baseball movie. I mean, all-woman cast, Pitch Perfect, it's got to be a league of their own, too. I mean, they must be just rebranding it for the 21st century. And so we have this pod, and we go to the Atlanta Aquarium parking lot. We roll up the blunt, as any law-abiding citizen would do. And we're smoking, and my buddy Ricky is first in line, and he says to all of us, "John, I think I need to sit down." And I said, "Ricky, quit being such a punk bitch, all right? We're in the Atlanta Aquarium, about to see a whale shark." And then all of a sudden, I also felt like I had to sit down. And I was, at that point, my heart started racing, and my beads of sweat started pouring from my face, and I did not feel good. I was spinning around in circles. Some little kid was probably like, "Mommy, what is that guy doing?" It's like, don't worry about him. He'll be okay. I just felt like I was going to die, and I stared at my buddy Mike, and he's like, "John, are you having a panic attack?" And I said, "Yes, yes I am." And so I walked over to the park bench because there's so many people, there's just a bench, and I put my hands in my face, and my face in my hands, and I literally thought I was in my own personal hell. I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I looked up from my hands, and I saw the ghost of Jonathan Edwards. He said, "Jonathan." And I said, "Yes." He said, "I told you so." Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm done.